jobs I took when I was there is I went to work in the Western wear store, and of course this was back in the early '90s when it was Clint Black and Garth Brooks and those guys, and of course working in the Western wear store, we all wore boots and hats and all, you know, decked out. So one night we got off work, and it was Roger Miller had just died, and one of the guys I worked with, good friend, he was a big Roger Miller fan, so was I, of course. So they were having a private memorial service for him at the old Ryman Auditorium, where they held the Opry for all those years before they moved it out to Opryland. And it was invitation only, so we were just going to go down and hang out on the sidewalk and watch the people walk in, right, and just kind of just be there.
Yeah.
But we went down there and we walked up to the front door just to walk up and look around, and whoever was working the door, I don't know who he thought I was, but he just stuck his hand out and said, "Hey man, come on in." You know, escorted us right on through the door. And so we walk into there, and you know, it's a small auditorium, and we're walking down the aisle, and there's Ray Price, and there's Bobby Bare, and there's Christopherson, and there's Mickey Gilley, and there's Marty Stewart, and Johnny Cash, and we walk in and just sit down. And we're looking around, knowing any minute they're going to realize we're not supposed to be there. They're going to come get us and throw us out. But we got to stay through the whole thing, and you know, one of the things, if you go to a musician's funeral in Nashville, if you're standing outside, you'd think it was a party going on, you know, because they do. They play their music and they tell stories and they laugh. And so this whole thing was like a memorial service for Roger Miller, and everybody has a Roger Miller story.
And they all got up.
Because he was so funny. They got up and sang, and they told their stories. And
that's priceless.
And then it was over. And there's
it was your turn.
Tootsie's is a bar that's right around the corner from the Ryman, and it's a history thing. It's been there forever. Well, in the original Ryman Auditorium during the Grand Ole Opry, they didn't sell alcohol at all. So the artist, while they were waiting to play, would sneak across the alley to Tootsie's and go drink between their sets, and then they'd go back and forth. So Tootsie's is legendary, right? I mean, it's
so people would sit through concerts, no alcohol.
Yeah, when you see like you hear Willie Nelson talk about Tootsie's, that was his hangout, and where he met Farron Young to give him Hello Walls, and you know, that kind of stuff. Christopherson talks about Tootsie's. Everybody. So at that night, after everybody left the Ryman, they went right into Tootsie's, and Tootsie's is not a big place. It's not much bigger than where we're at right now. So I'm standing at the bar with Chris Christopherson, with Waylon Jennings right there, with Bobby Bare,
oh my gosh,
Marty Stewart, Connie
Smith. He wasn't like a 21-year-old girl.
Oh man, it was.
Were you just starstruck? I
was, yeah. And of course then, you know, then after it was over, you know who was there even. And y'all, I'm sure y'all remember, or y'all know who, Dr. Red Duke was there.
Yes. Yeah.
He was there that night. I mean, just anybody that was anybody, just about you could name, and they were there. One of the Siskel and Ebert guys, I don't remember which one, but one of those guys was there that night, and it was just unbelievable. One of those things that
big who's who, yeah.
Yeah, and it you know, was one of those things that only in Nashville. And we just happened to luck into it.
And kind of, if it looks like them, it probably is. You know.
So it was great. It was a lot of fun. That was definitely one of my favorite nights.
Hard life though, to live out there. And
no, you know.
Just fun.
For the first 6 or 7 years that I was there, I kind of chased the music a lot, and it was. You know, it was fun. It's tough. I mean, you don't, you know,
it's got to be hard on the ego.
The competition. The competition. Plus, you know, I had bands when I was in Texas, and I had bands when I was out in Colorado, and you know, you get a pretty good following, and you start to feel like the big dog, right?
Yeah.
Then you get to Nashville, and you find out real quick you're a little fish in a big pond. Wow. But then again, it's if you're gonna do it, you got to do it up there with the best, or you know,
right?
Why not, right?
Right.
So you know, and then about